The top drug agent in Chesterfield County, along with his former subordinate, are out on bond tonight. SLED agents charged both men in connection to a falsified drug search warrant and something our chief investigative reporter Jody Barr uncovered that's led to this prosecution. Here's an update on his special investigation, Unwarranted.
Mr. Irvin, did you have a hand in falsifying that search warrant that night?
Not long after the sun rose, former Chesterfield County Sheriff's Office Sergeant Mike Irvin showed up to the county jail and surrendered. Until a few days ago, Irvin was an employee in good standing. 4 days ago, though, that changed when Sheriff Kembo Streeter let him go.
You've been charged with misconduct in office. Is there anything you regret that happened that night that you would redo, take back?
SLED opened an investigation into Irvin in October 2024. Sergeant Larry Tucker, a drug agent who worked under Irvin, accused Irvin of ordering him to falsify a drug search warrant. Despite that allegation and the active SLED investigation, Sheriff Streeter kept Irvin on the payroll and he continued working cases.
Anything at all you want to say? If convicted of this crime, you could lose your right to ever police again. What are your thoughts on that?
Monday morning, SLED charged Irvin with misconduct in office. The judge set him free on a $5,000 bond. Former Sergeant Larry Tucker surrendered to SLED that same day. SLED also charged him with misconduct in office, and he also got a $5,000 bond. To understand the background here, we have to go back to October 2024 in this house on LeGrand Street in Sherrall that Irvin's drug unit wanted to raid. Mike Irvin asked a judge for a search warrant to search this home. In the final line of the warrant affidavit, Irvin swore that in the last 72 hours, a confidential informant made a controlled drug purchase of methamphetamine from the residence. The judge issued the warrant based on that sworn statement along with Mike Irvin's signature. But Larry Tucker told me that statement was a lie.
Sergeant Tucker.
Yes, sir.
Hey, I'm Jody with Queen City News.
During our investigation, we found Tucker working as a school resource officer in Sherrall. I needed more information about what exactly happened that night.
There was a search warrant from October 11th that the sheriff's office got. There's a line in there, the search warrant says that in the previous 72 hours before that there was a controlled drug purchase. Did that controlled buy ever happen?
No, sir.
Never?
Never.
Are you the one that typed that warrant out? My sources tell me it was you.
Yes, sir, I did type it on behalf of another officer.
From what I understand, that was a supervisor who instructed you to put these words in that warrant. Did you know at the time you typed that warrant that those words were not true?
I did, but I didn't know at that time that that warrant was going to be signed before anything had been attempted.
Were you ever instructed to not tell the judge the whole truth when you brought that warrant there to be signed?
Yes, sir.
What did you think about that?
It was very disturbing.
Is that what led you to speak out?
Yes, sir.
Tucker says he knew what happened was wrong and wanted to stop the raid.
You decided at some point, though, you would go and you would confide in someone outside of the sheriff's office. What led you to go and seek protection?
Fear of retaliation for coming forward.
Did you have any concern about you may not be employed anymore if you said something?
I'd like to not comment on that.
Why did this drug agent decide to come to you?
I believe that the officer felt like that he knew that no matter what it was, that I would try to help him get to the bottom of it and maybe offer some sound advice and possibly some protection against retaliation.
Within hours of getting the search warrant, Tucker met with Ethan Ford. The men worked together as deputies years earlier. Ford's now a Chesterfield County councilman. Ford says Tucker told him he tried to intervene that night, warning his boss the warrant affidavit contained a lie. Over the next week, Ford and Tucker waited to see what Irvin and the sheriff's office did with the search warrant. That warrant was never executed. On October 18th, Ford contacted the sheriff's administration to tell them what he knew and that he'd do whatever it took to protect Tucker for blowing the whistle. On October 21st, Sergeant Tucker told the sheriff's administration everything that happened with the search warrant. But days later, the sheriff's office still had not contacted any outside agency to investigate, and Sergeant Mike Irvin was still out working criminal cases. The sheriff did not contact the state law enforcement division until October 25th, 4 days after the sheriff learned of the allegations against his top drug cop. SLED had to wait another 4 days to open that investigation, waiting on the sheriff's office to send the documents SLED needed to formally open a case. That finally happened on October 29th, 8 days after Sheriff Streeter learned of the allegations. Hours after SLED opened its investigation, we found Sergeant Mike Irvin out working a criminal case in the county.
Did the drug buy that you put in that search warrant actually happen before that warrant was signed?
I can't talk about ongoing investigation. Thank you. Appreciate all you do.
All right, man.
Sergeant Irvin ignored every message we sent him after that.
We're not here to ask you about the details of the SLED investigation. We're here to ask you about what took you so many days to do something about this.
We had to track the sheriff down in November 2024 for an interview.
Why is he working any case when he's under an active SLED investigation?
Because he's been reassigned.
But he was
reassigned several officers. That's all I'm going to say, Jody.
But he was reassigned to a school. This was out on a criminal investigation. And this guy is still working with those
When all
allegations.
this is over with, I'll give you a timeline on everything we've done.
The sheriff confirmed then Sergeant Larry Tucker was the target of an internal investigation.
You told me the other day that he was under investigation for, as you said, leaking details of a search warrant.
It's all going to come out in the end, Jody, and you'll have all the information when it comes out, okay? I'm not hiding anything.
4 months after this interview, Sheriff Streeter closed his internal investigation and called Larry Tucker into the office and fired him. The sheriff told me he fired Tucker because Tucker was untruthful with SLED, but Tucker told me that wasn't true. He says the sheriff fired him because he went to County Councilman Ethan Ford for help instead of keeping this all inside the sheriff's office.
And I think this whistleblower should be commended for having the courage to come forward, knowing that this could affect their livelihood in big ways. I think that the sheriff could have taken this opportunity to mend some of these trust issues and concerns that some of the officers have with him, and he could have taken a stand to say, no matter who it affects, you come to me and I'm gonna take care of business the appropriate way. This solidifies that the whistleblower's concerns were valid concerns.
Both Larry Tucker and Mike Irvin are free from jail and, for now, out of law enforcement. There is no trial date set yet in either case.
Queen City News Plus. Just search Queen City News on your smart TV's app store.